It's been just 50 days since Donald Trump stepped back into the White House, and already the US Immigration and Custom Enforcement has made a staggering 32,000 arrests. This number marks the beginning of sweeping crackdown on illegal immigration, one that Trump promised during his campaign and now delivering with full force. Out of these 32,000 arrested individuals, 14,000 have already been convicted of crimes in the US. 10,000 have pending criminal charges. 8,700 have no known criminal records in the US but are still in the country illegally. This means 70% of those arrested are people with criminal backgrounds. A statistic ICE officials are emphasizing to highlight their focus on public safety. ICE detention centers across country are already filled with capacity, with 47,600 beds occupied. As the number of arrests continues to climb, the administration is requesting Congress to fund more detention facilities. In some cases, ICE is also looking to other federal and local agencies for extra space. Acting ICE Director Todd has made it already very clear that this is just the beginning. He said that for 4 years, ICE had its hands tied. Now we are fully operational again. These numbers will only go up. Comparing this to the past, Trump's ICE has already made nearly 1/4 of the total arrests that Biden's ICE made all last year, and that too in less than 2 months. In fact, ICE officials claim that under Biden, the arrest numbers were artificially inflated. They say the previous administration counted thousands of migrants as arrested, when in reality they were simply processed and released into communities with no real enforcement action. Under Trump, the focus is not just on counting, but removing illegal migrants from the country. Everybody is asking, what's next? Let's dwell into that now. The administration is rolling out new strategies to make deportation more efficient. One of the most controversial ideas is self-deportation, where migrants are encouraged to leave voluntarily using a new phone app called CBP Home. But with detention centers full, ICE is facing a tough situation now. Some migrants with serious medical condition or other humanitarian concern are being released, but they are being monitored with ankle bracelets or other tracking devices. Despite this, officials insist that this isn't catch and release, a policy Trump criticized heavily during Biden's term. Now, with Trump back in the charge, the US is seeking one of the most aggressive immigration crackdown in modern history. With 32,000 arrests in just 50 days, it sends a clear message. Immigration enforcement is now a top priority again. But the question remains, will ICE get more funding for additional detention centers? How many more arrests will happen in the coming months? And will the new deportation strategy, including self-deportation, be effective? Well, one thing is certain. Trump's second term is bringing a drastic shift in immigration enforcement. And for migrants in the US illegally, the message is clear. ICE is back in full force.